Alright guys, we're back with part 7 of Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. I am James, the whole show. I gotta say, before we even start, I mean, this game has gotten a lot of reception, it's getting a lot of views. I'm getting some subscribers. I'm completely blown away, completely grateful for everybody that's watching, for everybody that's following along. Like I say, I really enjoy this game. I mean, I don't know, I don't even know how to thank anybody, but I'd say share this video, tell people about it. The more we grow this channel, the more stuff, the more content, the more things I can do. So without further ado, let's move it. The last time we went through the volcano, we fought a mini boss and an actual boss, which I really showed you how easy it was. So now we're heading to the nest of the dragon. We're headed getting ready to go confront the dragon Feyrbrand, the green touch dragon. So as you see, there's a box on the other side, but you're not going to be able to get to it just yet, just from where you are. Excuse me. There are a few different enemies in here. Excuse me. If you see the little stuff floating around, I think that's pollen, and Shauna feels very sick from it. You know, Shauna isn't the strongest. She's not like Rose. Rose can handle this easily. Yep, it feels a little dizzy. That's why they have to move along. So I like to also take this time to say, you know what? Like when I say one of my first video game crushes was Rose. I really had a crush on Rose back then, because back in 2001, or when we played in 2004, this is probably some really good graphics, and they only amped up a bit more because now it's on PS4. It's remastered. So I'm just a normal guy like everybody else. Nothing special, just like to get on and educate everybody on how to beat certain parts of games that I'm already familiar with. I've always said I just had to have the confidence to get on here and do it. So 2 years ago, when I started doing it when I did my very first, what was it? What was that? Final Fantasy X, HD remaster. So I was talking to one of my guys, Puffin, of course. He was the one that said it would be pretty cool to see me do the Dark Aeons on there. So probably tomorrow at some point, I'm probably gonna get started on a new playthrough, so I can actually get set for that, so I can actually put those on screen. It's gonna be a struggle, and like I say, I go completely off memory. I don't ever make a script. I don't write anything down. I'm not reading from anything. This is completely off the dome, and I literally sit here off complete memory. I'm 32, and people are like, man, you have a very good memory. My mom calls it a steel trap, so I remember just about anything, if I choose to. So you go up here, that's you want to jump across. No, like I say, that was it. So we got some new enemies. Nothing really major, except this guy right here. He's a lizard man. I think that's what he's called. Yep, lizard man. So as you see, everybody's pretty beat up. So let's see how many. I got some. I'll just hit him after battle. So what you want to do is, this guy isn't really a problem, but to run fast, you can get rid of these now. Like I say, Burning Rush, you do not want to equip this yet. It is not useful. Not for these battles yet. That's like something you just grind up on, because it's not damage based. It's more for Dragoon based. Ooh, Rose. Well, I'm gonna let Rose attack. I'm gonna let Shauna kind of give her. Oh, thought I hit that. Oh, they might kill her here. Oh no, they didn't. Because it's a bit close there. But once I do get that character where they say she's the best character in the game, I'm really going to show you exactly what I mean by They say she's the best in the game, but I'm gonna make the argument of why I don't think she is. Now, when you attack him, he has this ability where he is called, I think it's called attack barrier, something barrier. He can basically nullify any physical attack damage until he moves again. It can be really trying. So if you want to use it, I would say use it, and then you would just go to the you would just go through the whole thing of if you want to just sit there and keep attacking him, you keep attacking him and just level up your distance that way too, because they still count. It just won't do any damage to him. So like that's what you do Burning Rush on. Let's say Burning Rush is, I go in order now, because since I've become such a veteran of the game, I know this game inside and out sometime. You probably will not see me fight Faust of Super Boss, because I honestly don't know anything about him really. Honestly, I don't even know where he is. I couldn't tell you what I don't know what city, where he is. I couldn't tell you. All I know is the Stardust are the reason you collect Stardust for him. This controller's still acting up a bit. I think I literally have this problem because I play 2K too much, and I probably just need to switch controllers. Like I always say, I'm like to say I'm the average guy. I mean, I don't have the. I mean, I say I have nothing special here. This is literally recording straight off the PlayStation, and my PlayStation stopped taking disc about 2 years ago. With my ex, for some reason, I took it over a house, came back, it just stopped taking disc. Another fun fact, when we used to do the counters, me and my brother Big Dog back in the day, we could understand the life of us while we kept getting blown back, and we never realized you had to hit 0, and then I caught it fine. I was like, you got to hit 0, and then I learned later on, that's the enemy countering you. So you just come back. This is where you get this. It's a chainmail. This is an armor for the men. In this game you get 4 men and 3 women in total. So chainmail. So this is really good. I would equip this to Dark, because like I say, I don't use Lavits very often. I probably don't start using Lavits until maybe somewhere in the 2nd or 3rd disc. Probably in the 3rd. I don't really use him at all because he's good, but there's another character I'm actually going to try out this time. I know he's really good. And I'm actually very close to getting him. Yeah, I think he's my next character I get. Some people may know exactly who he is if you have played this game. He is very powerful. Oh, that is a miss. As you can see, these guys really like to attack Shauna. I don't know what they got against her, what's the beef, but they really don't like her. I think maybe at level 12, I think maybe at like level 12, maybe 10 or 12, Rosa learned her next edition. All of her editions really don't give her a lot of SP. I think it's only her last one that gives her really a good amount of it. So if you grind enough, you can easily get up to level 5. I think when I was playing my personal one the last time, I think I had level 5. I think I was level 5 before I even left the first disc. But yeah. So you just go here, you'll fall all the way down. Now, as you can see, bunch of treasure chests, bunch of different routes. I'm gonna show you exactly what you do here. Now, I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but you can hit a dragon in the background. There are random battles in here, and I will say, if you want to grind up some levels, some additions, you want to get some extra money, whatever it is, this is a good spot to do it, and I'm about to show you why. If you touch this water and hit the X button, you instantly get healed completely. You like, as you can see, you're healed completely. Magic everything. So let's see. Let's look at where our additions are. So as you can see, look at the damage on that, 220. This addition is probably, like I say, is going to be the strongest one until you get this one. These two are really hard for Dark to do. I'm not going to worry about that at all, but I most likely won't even get this one until like maybe third disc, maybe, because he has to wait to such a long level. As you can see, Harpoon only went up one level. I don't really care to use him anymore. She went up one level, and her additions aren't very strong until this one gets going. This one does a decent amount, but that's easily the stronger one. So yeah. Okay, so the theme of this is being able to get these weeds out of the way. I will show you exactly how those come down. They'll just jump down here. When you come down, you have a few options. You can go all the way over here. This will get you this chest, Mind Purifier. You will need this in this upcoming boss battle. You will need it because it's gonna be a doozy. Oh, here's another one, Mandrake. The Mandrake is the thing is this thing, but it is real. It has a lot of crappy defenses, so you'll kill it pretty easily. So, and it is a water element. So if Dart had his heat blade, he'd do a crap ton of damage to that thing. Let's see. Oh, there's a stun attack. See that little powdery stuff around? That's that stun. I figured he had it. He didn't do it to me at all in the last playthrough that I had. See, look at that, almost 100 damage. He has some crappy defenses. You can pick these guys off pretty fast. Dog, this is an attack called Fatal Blizzard, I think. That's what the attack item is called. As you can see, it completely missed Shauna, so. And she has really good magic defense, so while she takes a lot of crap ton of physical defense, she's pretty good magically. Rose is kind of like even. She's kind of like average between both defenses. But it's her offenses that make her so good. Even with different weapons and all that stuff. Go through here. Go through here. Go through here. Jump up this thing. So this is how you're gonna learn exactly. Go through here. You're gonna knock this and see this little weed. Knock that thing down, and the corresponding thing will get knocked down. That plant, whatever it is, you knock over one plant, it'll control another plant. So just knock them over. So you want to do that. Come down to get this here. Bravery amulet. Basically, that just stops the fear. So actually, I'm gonna put that on rolls. You're actually gonna put that on rolls. So that'll stop her. That'll stop the fear. You don't have to worry about I told you, fear can be quite the irritating thing. It halves all damage you do, and it doubles all damage you take. So yeah, you don't want to mess with that at all. So when you go here, you go all the way up to this thing and climb up. This is the next little weed you need to get past. Knock this thing over. That'll knock this over and open that chest up. Of course, we have to have a battle right before the chest opens. I hope this pacing is pretty good for you guys, if you don't mind watching me go through these battles. I think I've gotten everything explained for the most part. I don't think I really need to explain anything else. Besides magic, I've got through magic, I got through additions. I just know it's a lot of stuff up front that I have to talk about, but for the most part, I think we do pretty good. They be like literally just in between. When I'm done explaining, it's like, what do I talk about? So it's like, do I tell you about life, or did I tell you how I can't wait till I can possibly get more space and move out of this tiny apartment so I can actually have some, I can actually do some stuff that I want to do. If I'm not mistaken, that can also do arm blocking. It can stop you from attacking. You could probably tell the only reason. Oh, he ran away. You don't typically see that a lot, but enemies do tend to run away, especially when they feel like when they're not as strong as you are. I don't think I'm over level right now, because like I say, you don't go up levels very fast in this game. Only boss battles really take you up levels. I never let Dart die because basically I know how valuable he can be. Oh, spirit potion, don't need that crap. I really don't. Knock that down. That takes that wall out of the way. Oh, I'll call them walls or ivy. Drop down here. I think this gets you this last chest. Now if you want to, you can go back down the big one in the middle to go back to the water, which I'm probably gonna do just so I can heal up completely. So you just go all the way back around, drop down. Since we've gotten everything, we're just gonna run up and go back the way we came. That's how you just get through this little part, so you can make sure you gotta see. So you see, I got a save point up there you can get to now. I'm just gonna drop down here real quick just to make sure, because these enemies can take they can give out a pretty big beating early on. But if you think this is bad, I'm telling you, wait till we get to this far. I'm telling you, I did not remember the monsters being that tough. They can do some damage. But by that time, I'll have much better equipment. So I'll just save it anyway. Just cause. I don't think I really need to, because I think I can kill these guys pretty easily. Just literally, the minute you go up, you're gonna have a boss fight with the dragon. And as you can see, these guys can do a good ton of damage when they do that attack. When they rumble up to you and hit you, and they could possibly stun you. That does a lot of damage. As you see, I told you I really know Dart's. I know his first few very well. I know Rose's pretty well too. You just wait till I get her third one. I love that addition so much because it literally took me. I had to really sit there and try to learn it. Because of the pacing of it. But her last one, I still never attempted to do it on my own. I might, just for you guys, just to see me fail and probably have something funny. Because I struggle with some of these additions so badly. Oh man, it is ridiculous. I've never been the best with timing, but I've gotten better over the years playing different video games. Because if you're liking this, I might actually do Dragon Quest 2. But that's going to be a very long one. Graham. So, basically, this guy, Graham is the guy who killed Lavis's father. Well, if you remember when he talked about his father down in the last war, this is Graham. He's the one that killed him. Pretty sucked. Let's say the dialogue really doesn't matter, because like I said, I can give you the gist of the story really easily, unless you're just one of those people that really like to read. Oh, like I say, another fun fact: stuff like this that didn't talk. This was the reason I learned how to read, just so I could know what was going on in games. Oh. So yes, this guy's a dragoon. And he's green, so he's a wind element. And here goes the dragon, Feyrbrand. So remember, using just 8 levels low, 8 levels ago, you couldn't even touch this thing, and now you're fighting it. I'm going to show you something that I didn't know about this battle that I didn't know you could do. Pretty much anytime you hear fight a dragon, you're gonna have this battle theme. I love this. Of course, I'm gonna say this a lot. I love this boss theme. It just seems so funny. So you got 2 of them, but what I'm gonna show you, you can do really quickly. I did not notice, but the magic 6 stone, it like blocks any movements. You can use this on Greyhound, and it actually works on them. I never knew that. So Graham, so Feyrbrand is that. So I'm gonna show you what happens when Rose uses I think we got a pellet. I'm gonna use it on Feyrbrand. Oh, it looks like it works, but I guess it doesn't. But I actually saw somebody use it and it worked. But it'll always return. So oh, I got a few of these. Oh yeah, we finna kill him really quickly. So pellets, like I say, earth and rock. I mean, earth damage is super effective against wind, and wind is super effective against rock. Look at that damage, 175. I think he only has about maybe like 500 some health. I don't know. I just keep welling on it until it dies. Yeah, might as well let Shauna go take a shot at it. But the dragon, he can constantly raise his attack power, but see, he's just gonna keep raising his attack power. He doesn't go up by a lot, but I still would be careful. That's what you have to worry about. Him poisoning you, and him, alright, here's him using his magic. This is, okay, so he's using the spinning gale. That's what this attack is called. So not to deal with that crap, we're gonna get rid of that poison now. I don't like poison in this game. Poison can be very dangerous. See, Feyrbrand is already at yellow, so just keep wailing on this thing. I'm gonna use my last pellet on it and see how far it goes. Cause Rose, oh, it's red. It might die from this. Like I say, attack magic. Rose should always be in your party, no matter what. I don't care what you're talking about. Rose should take precedent. See, look at him, gone, just like that. He does have the ability to put fear on you, so that's why I put that fear item on. I will try to put some of them special enemies on them. The one I grind a lot, I'll show you the one I do, so just so we can know what happens. I mean, I can wail on him because literally I could just keep wailing on this guy all day long. He has lower HP than Feyrbrand, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're gonna do is go into her Dragoon form. I love the way she transforms. It's like it's tough, but it's also very elegant at the same time. You can change that animation to short, but I never do because I don't always use their Dragoons. Later on, as the game gets longer, I don't use their Dragoons almost at all. Unless they have an elemental advantage like Dart does over some bosses. This two bosses, that's like 2 major bosses. Dart is going to do so much damage. And if you get his final spell, he can do a crap ton of damage to them. You'll see when I get there. Always, like I say, check every shop. You never know what they'll bring. Yep, give me 30 HP back. Also, thing about Dragoons, you level up. The thing about leveling up, if you have, now if she had another bar to use, Each action the Dragoon does is gonna take action for it. So basically, you're stuck in that form until either you die or you're basically just stuck in that form until you run out, or you basically. Oh, sorry, that up completely. I thought I was hitting Shauna, but yeah, that's basically what that is. This is like his little flashy attack. You know, every boss has one. Normally I take him out first, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to take out the dragon. Because pretty much the dragon, I think he does more damage than... I think he does more damage. I'm gonna use more attack items just because, like I say, I'll be hoarding a lot, and I don't want to hoard this time. So we're gonna use some Spear Frost. I almost could bet you if Rose could use that against Dark, she could probably one-shot him. You'll know when he's dead, cause he'll float. You'll see what happens. He floats down, or he starts to descend. I noticed for looks a little. I make these battles look really easy, but I can tell you some of these were a struggle. Who's gonna finish them? That might be it right there. Yep, they said, "Oh, I got a deep gas." If Feyrbrand is still there, he'll just disappear. He'll just like teleport away. So I get a down burst. You can also get like a helmet from this. I only know that courtesy of the, as I say again, the guy I've been so down online, the myth, as I would call him. Always shout that guy out because I really enjoyed his Let's Play of this, and he showed that you can actually go through that battle, and it's a lower chance, but they can drop a certain helmet if I'm not mistaken. It's a helmet that you don't get for like later in the game. There's also those lizard men. They can drop something called the Beast Fang. You might want to get if you feel like it. You won't get that till at least the second disc, I believe. That's a weapon for another character. But if you get it, you can. I think they have like an 8% chance of dropping it. So if you keep fighting it, that's how it happens. Oh, Graham dies. And Rose is like the level-headed encyclopedia the entire time through the game. And of course, you know, since Lavitz win, he gets a Dragoon Spirit. So now we have 3. And yes, we should be getting a 4th very soon. As Rose say, you don't just deserve it, it's your obligation, so go ahead and take the spirit and call it a day. Like here's the same thing. I really can't say if you're sorry guys, it's like I said, it's almost 2 in the morning here. I did work earlier, worked a whole 8-hour shift feeling like crap, so I am a little tired. Pardon the yawns. When that happens, you got the Jade Dragon. So let's say when you Lavitz, if you're having problems later on, okay, yeah, we have to go to the commercial town of Lohan. That way we can take Shauna there so she can get healed, because she's having a lot of adverse effect to that poison or the pollen. So just climb this, and Darter start climbing up on his own. A little slow. Like, it's funny because even then you see that this was a big dragon, and like I say, the guy Missile Down Online said he looks like a bug, and then if you think about it, he acts like one. Why does he have all his webbing around? Dragons don't create webs that I know of. Not in any mythological thing that I have. Okay, so Just run across here, and now we're going into the commercial city of Lohan. This is a very special city that you need to keep very keen eye on. As you can see, he's carrying her in because she is really sick. Like, she's like done. So for this part only, you will not have access to Shauna at all. She is completely out of commission. She can't do anything. I mean, it's not too bad because you have some boss fights coming up, and it sucks that I can't use Shauna and I have to use Lavitz. But again, Lavitz, if what I was saying about him and his Dragoon Spirit, if you having problems, especially with damage and taking damage, level up his Dragoon 1 level to level 2. It does you so much favors. He learns a spell called Rollstorm. It it halves all damage to your party for 3 turns. So no matter what it is, he can half all damage. It can be really useful. I don't typically use it anymore because, like I said, I got ways of setting it up. There's a lot of equipment here I got to show you guys. So yes, when it comes to this equipment, I'm about to be all over it. But I actually can't start farming for that that special monster. I can't start farming until we get a bit further in the story, because one of the paths that I need to spawn it's not there. So basically, we gotta run out. She's sick. Just let her do a thing. So before we start continuing story, is everybody healthy? No, they're not. So that also is the end. So what you want to do is go up, run across there. Yes, for some reason they made it to where his feet are extra loud on those bridges. Go across here. This is how you sleep. You go in here. I will be in this city a lot, so yeah. When I'm grinding off screen, I am going to be in this city a lot. I can tell you that now. When it gets to that point, I'm going to really start, like, honestly, I might start grinding before I finish the first disc, so that way I can get some of the items that I need to make this game just a bit easier. It's fine. Like I said, it took me 3 hours in order to get my first item that I really needed. So you see, as you see, I only have 1,300 gold. So let's look at this. And as you can see, I still have my magic 6 on. Downburst is a good wind attack. If you have some earth enemies that's giving you trouble, throw it at them. That hits everybody, and that will do some really good damage, but only throw it at them unless it's Shauna or Rose. Do not use it, or if you just want to do it with Dark, go for it. Okay, down here is the item shop. This place is like one big maze because like housing stuff. I'm really gonna have to charge up one of my other controllers, see if they're working. So when you buy, you have more wind items. You have spinning gales. You have the gushing magma. I don't think I need these right now. I don't think I need any of these items right now. I'll take a few spinning gales. Nothing major. Gushing magma. I'm only gonna... No, I got dancing rays, don't I? You want to have some AoE magic items. You want to have some of those, because this can be quite the boss battles that are coming up. You're gonna need some of them. Yep, so I got a few of those. Don't need anything else. Healing potions, I got 10 of those. Got a Sun Rhapsody, still got 3 of those. Actually, I'm gonna sell some of these purifiers because I don't need them. Some of the items when I'm grinding, I can get a lot of body purifiers. So basically that'll be that. Where you want to go is up top where the weapon shop is. This is the bread and butter. This is what I've been waiting to show you guys. This is why this is such a special city. So you come in here and it's like really hard. This might be where I get the heat blade from, but I don't think I need it just yet until you talk to this guy. Buy stuff. You want to buy something. So when it's time to buy, you go in here, you get a lance. Already got that. You get a cape. This will help her magic attack go even higher. Now, you see this thing called the Legends cast. This here will, as you can see, it literally adds 50 plus to your magic attack. And it adds 151 to your magic defense. And it makes your evasion for magic attacks, it boosts that up by 50%. So while it's mitigating magic damage, you can literally just not take damage from it at all with this thing. This is something you could use for Lavitz to make him very good against that, so he can become a tank of legend. Let's see, you got the active ring. This is just the stuff that guards. You get a power wrist if you want to use it for anybody. War guard calling. Don't ever use this thing. It automatic addition, but it has the damage and it has the SP. The worst part is it does not do anything for your experience count. It won't count to it, so it's useless. Phantom shield item. This is an accessory. Reduces damage from all attacks by half. Really good, but not major. You could, if you really having problems, especially, use it. Dragon shield reduces physical attack damage by half. That is really good to have on Shauna. I used this in my last Let's Play. The Angel Scarf, same. It's the magical version of the Dragon Shield, and the thing I'm looking for, the Ultimate War Guy. This is the item that you need. As you can see, it costs 10,000 too. All the good items cost a lot. So basically, when you use this, it automatically makes your addition completely successful. Full damage, full SP, everything. No counters, none of that. You really won't have to do anything but just press attack. They'll do it on their own completely. So I am going to grind for those because I'm going to have at least 3 to 4 of those. I am going to buy Legends cast. I might have at least 2 of those because after a while it gets really easy to farm that monster, especially after you go up higher in levels. So basically I'm not going to get anything of that. Run across there. Yeah, he has to make that super loud. I think it's this thing. Yep. So you remember that guy that we saved that we saved? Here he is. That's that merchant. Dumpus. Is that what that was his name? Davis. Basically, what they want you to find is something called the Dragoni plant, and not every. Basically, you're looking for it. But the Dragoni plant is really rare, so nobody really knows where it is. So it's telling you got to go to the Shrine of Shirley. So it's a little crazy. So he's gonna tell you where that first place you went, where Shauna was feeling sick and she had to rest. There's a little plant over there. Basically, I'm gonna show you how to get past that. I mean, I might be able to get past it. I should be able to, because I have to go back through the Dragon Shrine. I mean the Dragon's Nest. Okay, so I gotta show you how to hassle somebody. So when you go down, when you're coming down the stairs, this merchant bothers you. This merchant is very important because I'll show you something later on in the second disc that'll help you out if you need it. Like I say, Lohan is a very special city. You will probably be taking a lot of trips here. If you really want a challenge, go through this with no Ultimate War Gods, no Legends cast, none of that stuff, and I guarantee this game will be full of a challenge. But I'm not. I'm trying to make sure you guys understand how it's really easy. So you're looking for a water bottle. So look how he just tried to like a million gold. Dude, stop playing around. He want 3,000. No, you tell him way too expensive. 2,200. Still too much. You don't pay no 2,200 for no water bottle. 1,000 G. Can you do better than that? Come on. You bring them all the way down. You fight them to the very end. 500. Drop it once more. I'll take it. You'll take it for 100 gold. Now, that must be the most expensive water bottle ever. But I wasn't paying $3,000 for it. Always. Talk him all the way down. That's literally it, because he thought he had one. No. You just keep talking them down until you get it to 100. Nobody got time for that. So, you run out the city. You're going back to the Nest of the Dragon. So, that's the only way to get to Shirley Shrine. That's where you're supposed to get this fabled Dragoni plant. I'm going to show you really how to get through her shrine in the next video. I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically what you want to do is you want to go well, drop down. I didn't really want to drop down like that, but okay, I was just going to go. Well, I guess we're just going to go from here and go back up. So what you want to do is go all the way down. You didn't have to sleep if you didn't want to, but I do because I just like to be. I'm a neat freak and control stuff like that. Yep, here we go with this crap. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm not playing with Shauna right now, so this is going to be annoying. Ow. I might actually go off screen and try to farm that guy and see can I get that beast fang if I don't get it. Because it might actually be useful to get, because like I say, you don't get that into the second disc, so yeah. See, now they just want to beat up on Labbits. Maybe it's just that spot in general. As you can see, it gives him a little bit more. Oh, but now this will give me the opportunity to show you exactly what happens when you have 3 Dragoons. All of them, what can happen when all of them have their max amount of Dragoon bars. Now she's leveled up. Now she's learned something called Death Dimension. That's a AoE attack for her Dark Dragon. Like I say, she's the most experienced, of course, so she probably level up faster. Once darts start leveling up, they really get good. His second spell is like, it's all right, but it's nothing like his third one. That's gonna be like your bread and butter for a long time. So you got the life order. You know I'm gonna go for the heal anyway because it's free. They used to tell me back in the day, don't turn nothing down but your collar. Well, just run back up here. So literally, you're probably wondering, how do I get back across to that little place? Alright, we're gonna jump up here. So if you go up here and do that, you can drop down. Now nope, once you drop down, you cannot go back through without dropping down and going back to that whole little section. So you go through this way, and what we're going to do is run this way. Of course, you know they're going to give me a battle before I get to the next section, because I don't have enough time to get in the Shirley Shrine. I mean, I could, but I know I'm getting really tired, and it's probably time for me to go to sleep anyway. Start relaxing so I can. I'm like really tired. Work was decent, but then it became very stupid when I had my knuckleheads coming there trying to steal and do that stupid stuff and causing trouble. They always causing trouble in there. Cause Dart and I think Rose, I could probably just manually level them up right now. But really, when you level up, it really does help, because one level can make all the difference. So once you got that, you just throw it on there, and the plant just completely dies. I don't understand why they just couldn't cut it with their weapons, or they could have just transformed it to a Dragoon and cut it, and Dart could have burned it with a fireball, but That, I guess that made too much sense. So once you go out this way, now you can get to the Shrine of Shirley. I would want to do this right now, but I'm telling you, it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So that's why I'm gonna end this video right now, cause man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down. Possibly. Just finished eating, food is digested, so I'm good to go. So, like I said, I appreciate all you guys that are watching, that are following along. Any of my new subscribers, thank you. I really appreciate it all. I'll be back with more videos soon. I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoy. Peace.